Hi Collective, welcome to the channel, Cosmic Divine Dreamer. Hi everyone. So this is going to be reading for all my star seeds, light workers, earth angels, whatever you may define yourself as, right? But if you work out to my channel, you very much are a very powerful, beautiful soul here helping with the upliftment of humanity, whether you realize it yet or not. So, yes, you're going to be getting some beautiful messages on my channel, so you should definitely subscribe, right? Certain things can be activated within you. Okay. Yeah, lots of beautiful things. Okay. So anyway, I just started to get into this energy, right? Just cleanse the space. We'll start with some energy cards first and see the vibration that's coming in here. Look, temple path. For a lot of you, you're being guided to your temple path, your golden timeline, your highest timeline. Maybe for some of you, that is what you've been seeking, is your highest timeline, right? I know I've been trying to align with my highest timeline. So, yeah, let's see. All right. What is going on? Did you see that flip out? Look, cornucopia. So, yeah, this is what's on your golden pathway. Look, this is like the best card of the deck, all right? It's like the sun card. So much abundance, right? Blessings upon blessings. It came out like that. So, it's the 11 card, too. The word of personal healing and happiness is here. For some of you, I feel that you're coming out of very difficult, challenging times. There was something holding you back from your blessings. Whether you realize it or not, for some of you, it was certain people that were not meant to be benefactors of your success were on your timeline and they needed to be purged. It came right back out. It's like you were destined to have this life, right? This golden, this beautiful life, but you had enemies that were on your path that were holding you back from that. And you might not have been aware that they were doing this. Because for some of you, they were sealing your life force. They were affecting your creativity. Goddess of the moon. So for some of you, you recently could have been at an impasse or at a major place where you needed to make a decision. Or maybe you're here now and you're getting ready to realign. Either way, the door to spirit is here. So you're able to hear your spirit team, your angels, your ancestors. Maybe for some of you, maybe you were blocked off. You weren't able to communicate. Yeah, so there's showing me financial constraints and anxiety. They were putting you in a state of this, not because, you could say, or I wouldn't say that you deserved it, but it was like they needed to show you this. That you weren't going to build on the timeline that you were on. There was a reason why your finances were getting depleted, because you were allowing things in your life that weren't for you. This is what's happening now. Blossoming abundance. You know, it's like the wheel. When you come down, you hit rock bottom. The only way to come is up, right? But you often, when you come down, it's like for some of you, you're closing out karmic contracts, things like that. Things need to be balanced out, but it's like adjacent possibilities are here too. Now you're able to go through. It's like some circumstances were meant to happen to kind of get you to level up, you know. Anxiety is coming up very strong. This is where I'm feeling the energy that you're letting go of. You're coming out of this. This is a 9-2. There's a major closing out. For some of you, there's a lot of anxiety around a family. It keeps showing me that. Like I just pulled the Sun card out with door to value. You need to know that things are coming right back around. You needed to get your power back. Magician in the mirror. This is where, for some of you, it's like you got completely depleted of everything, and then for you to realize, like, well, wait a minute. Why am I allowing this to happen? Like, I know I'm very resourceful, I'm very abundant, I'm very able to create what it is I desire, because for a lot of you, you're realizing how powerful you are. For some of you, you have, like, healing hands, right? You have some sort of talent, skill, ability within your hands. Like, he's looking at his hands, right? Like, wait a minute, I'm able to create something. I'm very powerful. It's like, but you needed to strategize. You needed to connect with spirit. Or some of you, like, there's romance. Look at all these doors that are opening for you. I mean, door to value, door to romance. It's like love and money. It's like finally, because you've realized to balance the two. It's like you have all of these doors open. For some reason, it's like these doors were shut off. It's like you were shut off to the spirit. The enemy was doing that. But now that you've learned this balance, look at this. You've learned to balance your energies out, and now you're very powerful. And now you're in this beautiful energy of creation. So you're creating a whole new timeline. For some of you, it's like you were realizing it, but it was like this was preparing you for that. It's like for some of you, you have to be humbled first. It's like you can really appreciate sometimes blessings more when you know what it's like to have not. It's just like, you appreciate food and power and water more if you've ever had to go without? Because I know I've had to go without all of those things. And I know the times that that has happened to me, I've learned to really appreciate it even more, you know? So it's one of those things. And for us chosen ones, like, it's meant for us to experience those things. I know I wrote them in my timeline, so I would be able to relate to people that have went without those things, because I have. So I can very much be able to tell them, like, look, I've been there. I know what it's like to not have a car, to not have a home, to not have running water, to not have power, to not have food to eat. I know what it feels like to go hungry. I know what it's like to, to be a single mom and not have any resources and help and things like that, because I've been there, Look at this. I sold the deck right on here. So for some of you, see adjacent possibilities now, but it's like you had to go through this. This is actually, it's part of the, but yeah. So, all right, I'm going to stop there. But isn't that beautiful? This is what's coming for you. So, wow. I feel it. I know it. I love seeing it, though. That's for sure. Okay, I don't want to get tied up with too many oracles. I feel like I need to do a separate star seed reading, because sometimes a lot of energy comes out within the energy cards, because then I'm feeling guided to pull some tarot cards too. But I wanted to pull a few magical dimensions. See, get a couple more intuitive messages for you, and then we'll pull some tarot, right? Let's see. What is going on here? Releasing, purification, spiritual cleansing, and letting go. That's what I feel like is going on for you. So for some of you, you're realizing to let go of certain people, situations, right? Oh my God, no it didn't. The hummingbird. Wow. I just did a reading yesterday with the hummingbird. I didn't even know I had any hummingbirds in any of the, I've got so many cards I can't remember all of them. But yeah, I did a beautiful hummingbird reading. See? The hummingbird wisdom. I love synchronicities. It's confirmations. It's like little pieces to the puzzle on my journey. It's showing me more about my timeline, but maybe you guys will be guided to that hummingbird reading that I posted yesterday. Yeah, I got busy. I didn't even get to do tarot yesterday. The soulmate card is here, the promise. Wow. higher level contracts. For some of you, you're bringing in a higher level soulmate, dreamscape, dream work, subconscious imagination. Some of you have very, very powerful imaginations. Some of you are starting to bring your imagination is turning into being very, very creative, like you're learning how to use that creative energy. Boldness. Some of you are being very bold in what you're creating. Third eye portal. You guys could be getting visions. Your visions could be very powerful, but there's definitely third eye activations here. Clarity. Oh my gosh, you guys will be getting a lot of clarity and realizations. Awakening ancient knowledge, memories, and connections. Wow. This is beautiful. For a lot of you, you're awakening to higher levels of consciousness. Okay. You could be assessing different gifts, different knowledge, different things that you've acquired from previous lifetimes. So for a lot of you, like, you're unlocking these things, which is very beautiful. So it could be happening through third eye. You could be getting more visions, just recalling memories. These could be flashbacks. They could be dreams. They could be, wow, whatever this is. This is very beautiful. Oh my gosh, wow! And we have the heart portal open. And shielding and defense warning. There is a warning here. You have some sort of protection. Shielding and defense warning. Because there could be some people that are not for you. I'm looking right at that dragon. Dragon's watching her in this creative energy. So a rock and almost wanted to look like a fox. Be careful with what you're creating. Like, kind of keep things to yourself if you can, because there are some people that are not for you, and you're in this very beautiful creative energy. You don't want to get shut out, like exiled, illusion of separation, disconnected, and isolation. Some of you could have been put in isolation, could have been disconnected or kind of shut out, because this is kind of what I feel like happened. Like, maybe this needed to happen. You needed to be isolated and shut out from certain people to go through some sort of purging and some sort of cleansing. But these doors are opening for you now. See, inspirational creation, alchemy, the elements. The elementals are definitely working with you. The elf realm, the fairies, the hummingbirds, the different realms, right? Dragonflies, they can go between the realms. There's a lot of protection. Because I've been getting guided to the elf realm. Well, the elementals, the elf kinds, the fairies. I'm going to be getting some more messages, so yeah, that's normally when I'm guided to my hummingbirds too. In the past, if I was guided to like the hummingbirds, then I would do the fairies, and I would do the elementals, and I've got different decks, so yeah, look at this right here. Oh my god, I just threw it. That was probably so loud. The light and dreams, right? They're definitely helping with some sort of clearing within the heart. They could be helping guide soulmates together and things like that too. Because, we've seen the door to romance. Some of them could be guiding you towards taking a leap of faith, freedom, and new beginnings. I'm picking up a lot of them on the magical dimension. So I'm getting a lot of realms are coming together. So yeah, I'm going to have to do an elemental reading, a reading between the realms, right? Where I like to merge the cards and do readings. I don't know if I've done one like that over here on this channel or not. I'm starting to go back to more of my creative energy back, going more back to the readings that I used to do more when I was an intuitive reader, and then I kind of went towards tarot for a while, and now I'm trying to mix the two back together, Wow, look, Moonflight came out. Look at how beautiful that is. That beautiful owl. Wow. But see, each of these I gotta take a look at. And Poppy is right here. So practice forgiveness, acknowledgement, emotions, letting go, and peace. For some of you, this is what you're doing. You're releasing and you're letting go, and this is allowing you to restore peace. Okay. So giving up resentment, anger, and acts and thoughts of revenge against others who have harmed you. By forgiving, we aren't excusing or justifying any bad behavior or the benefits who have harmed us, but we're forgiving in order to make ourselves feel better. So this is what I'm feeling that you're learning. For some of you, like maybe that exiled card was you exiled certain people out of your life and things like that. Or maybe they were that way from you, but I feel that you've went through this purging and this cleansing that's going to allow you to heal, right? So you can open up. And then Moonflight is follow your dreams. Beautiful. Ambition, goals, diligence, perseverance. That's what I mean. For some of you, it's like these dreams, these thoughts, this creative energy, like you're opening it up with passion with the heart portal. So now it's like you're letting go of these blockages. So now maybe these dreams that you had, because you can have all these dreams, but you have to have emotions and passion behind them. It's like somebody can have all of these dreams and all of these thoughts, but if you don't have passion behind it, it's not going to go anywhere. So this is where somebody's kind of been exiled and maybe shut out. Maybe they were distracted a lot by physical world and things like that. So, and money, and it can very much distract you, right? So maybe they needed to be had these resources and things like that depleted to get somebody to really get back into their passions and into their creative energy and into putting that all together, right? So everything really does happen for reasons. It's very beautiful. So this is definitely about following your dreams, right? But now I feel that, and maybe you had just deep wounds and blockages, but now you're able to release and use that passion within your heart to really. That's why I say, like, sometimes you need to creative projects and things like that. Sometimes, like, you just need to try them again with fresh energy, new timeline, new because sometimes things might have been shut down for you too, because there were certain people that weren't for you, right? So there were certain people that were constantly doing these things, and you might not have been realizing, but they were messing with your dreams. They were messing with them because they were messing with your passions, and they were ultimately like sabotaging you, making it to where you couldn't put in the emotions and the feelings that you wanted to in these dreams, and they were like shutting you down. But it's like now that you were able to heal from that and release that and let that go, now you're able to take this passion and put it in towards your dreams, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? So it's like it's gonna work for you now, right? Because you were missing part of the magic, right? And that could be why, it's just all, I don't know, I'm gonna stop. Okay, all right. So anyway, like I said, that was just 2 cards. This deck is very beautiful, and there's such beautiful messages. That's why I have to pull the book out. Look, there was 2 more that I just missed picking up. So there's signs. Look, it's reminding me of like the fox, right? Like the happy fox. It's like the bonus that I get, and or is it the squirrel? The Japanese. She looks like a fox. See, so I'm getting a lot of different stuff. Okay. And butterflies. I've been seeing a lot of orange and black butterflies. Since these 2 were set aside, we're going to go ahead and pull them. Alright, let's look real quick. And then I'll pull a couple tarot, then I'll close out this reading. So if you like my content, my style, definitely subscribe, right? So use your senses and instinct to help you find your way. Maybe for some of you, they could have been messing with like your self-worth, right? Things like that. You might not have felt confident enough. So that could have been messing with you. So playful, clever, curious, and cunning. In the shadows of the cherry trees, which this whole deck, right, is based off the cherry blossom. This is the spring deck from this very epic deck that I got. It's made of 4 different it's 4-part series, and each one's for the seasons, and that's the spring one. It's all about the cherry blossoms, right? See, things really do, like maybe they're wanting me to use that tarot because then the cherry blossoms, right? There's something to do with that. In the shadows of the cherry trees, the alluring kitsune awaits for an opportunity to have some fun. Like her fox kin, she possesses practical cunning and keen senses. Remember how I said to like do things very like strategically and planning, like with the fox, because you've had people that in the past have been like, I'm working on things in quiet that nobody knows about. Nobody, because I don't want anybody to be able to mess with that, right? So do that. In nimble and swift and relies on her instincts. These skills and her abilities take on human form and particularly useful in her role as a good-hearted trickster. Now, as the sound of approaching voices grow louder, she begins her transformation. The fox and the spirit animal represents intelligence, wisdom, physical and mental responsiveness. With its keen awareness, it compels us to turn to our own senses in order to read the signs and act swiftly in an informed manner. Wow. So that's what's coming out with this card. So it's definitely just like reinforcing that, you know, you need to do things very clever. You know, I'm going to let you take however. Okay. All right. So let's look at butterflies here. Transform your life. Acknowledge bravery, choice, overcome, and change. So, talking about the monarch butterflies, which are symbolic for change, growth, and the power that can be found in transformation. When we reshape our lives, we go beyond the way of the current life and behaving in order to create a better life for ourselves. Transformation involves figuring out what is important to us, facing our fears, acting on the power of choices, and making positive changes. Right? So, wow. Beautiful. Okay, I have a lot of energies that I feel are surrounding me at this time. So there's a lot of creative energy that I'm feeling, which is beautiful. All right, so let's get some tarot cards. I felt to use one of the New Age decks, Mystic Monday Tarot. It's very beautiful. I really feel that you guys are going to be in this creative energy to really create something new, right? And maybe that's what was blocking you before. Or maybe you shared some of your ideas, right? And because they're new, maybe you got some criticism of people where they were like, no, that's not ever going to work. Or maybe that's what was making you nervous, because it's you're creating something new and it's different, or a different style. And a lot of times people shut you down because they don't want you to outshine them. You know, how many times have you seen where people have a brilliant idea to do something and they don't pursue it, and then somebody else does, and then it's amazing, and you're like, wow. So yeah, that's why it's better just to, you know, when you put your creativity into something and create, like it's beautiful. Don't tell people, just show them, right? Okay. All right, let's see here. High Priestess, the keeper of secrets. Use your intuition about something. Trust what you're feeling very much. Yeah, look, the Sun card. This is beautiful. Blessings, abundance. The Magician. I told you, you are in this very creative energy with the Magician. You are creating something. It is going to be so successful and abundant and all of that. Like, that's like so much abundance. This is like that cornucopia. This passion that you're putting into this, it's like the universe loves that when you put all of your passions and your dreams and your pursue stuff. That's why when you have that passion with what you're pursuing, like, it very seldomly does not work out, because it's like love is just like the key ingredient, and and manifestations and in magic. It's the highest vibration. It's like, because it's like when you have so much love and passion towards something, it just works, because it's like, even if it doesn't, it's the universe is going to find a way to make it, it's like, and maybe it's not financially successful for you right away, but it's feeling for you for emotionally, like because it's not always about money, but it's the frequency of love that brings it. But yeah, you have to protect this, right? So you're, whatever this is, like, you're being guarded. Princess of Cups. Yeah, this is a very, like, this is something definitely new, creative. See, there's going to be either like competition or conflict. Like, some people are going to be trying to stop you from creating this, right? And it's often the enemy. But yeah, look, this Ace of Pentacles. This is a new foundation. This is something you're definitely creating. Look, if you look at it, that's in her hands, right? She's creating something. It's not showing the standard coins. I haven't used this deck in quite a while, too. It's very vibrant. It's very different. That's why I love this deck. Six of Swords. This is where you're moving away from challenging things that are a challenge to you. It's definitely a movement, but if you look, all those swords are in a circle. I'm getting you're really going full circle with something. It's like you're circling back to creating something, but maybe with new perspectives, new. It's like you've been going around these different blockages and situations. You're learning how to overcome something. See, Six of Pentacles, something's going to be fair. You're creating something. This is you. It's not something coming in. It's like the universe is helping you create this, whatever it is. So it's like the universe is like backing you with this. That's why it's so beautiful. It's all about perspective, how you look at things. We just had the equinox, right? Which is beautiful. And I love this card with the Five of Cups. If you look, it could be either way. It's like when you look at a situation. It's like when things do end, you can take them as advantages. Like sometimes situations, when you look at them, they level you up. It's like sometimes, like if you, like say you're in a situation where somebody's been taking advantage of you, right? And using you, manipulating, controlling you. You can either take that situation and sit in your emotions and your feelings and, let them get the best of you. And sometimes those hurt and things like that. And that person can trigger other past hurt and woundings and things like that to come up, which, ultimately they do help you purge out those emotions and feelings. Or you can turn those into passion, creative project where you learn to channel those emotions in a different way. Either way, they're beneficial for you. That's why you have to know how to use things, right? To benefit them better. But maybe in the past you let them get the most of you or whatever, but this time I feel you're working with this beautiful sun energy. You're letting these things empower you. It's like learning that, all right, well, that person used me, but you know what? It's like I'm going to use that. I'm going to take that anger. I'm going to channel it into passion. This is what I feel like you're doing, right? It's kind of like all those stones that people want to throw at you, right? Instead of taking them and throwing them back or getting hurt by them, it's like you're learning how to catch them, right? And how to stack them and build them. And you're using all of those stones that they're throwing at you to build your freaking empire. So this is very beautiful. So in the past, you may have let it get the better of you, but you're learning how to alchemize, and that's, a true power of a magician, learning how to alchemize, learning how to use that dark energy and flip it into useful, creative energy, right? So this is beautiful. So I'm getting for a lot of you, like, look, this is like the Four of Cups, right? Which is often the missed opportunity. But instead, she's sitting there and she's meditating, right? So she's using this Four of Cups. Like, yeah, something didn't work out, but now she's looking at those things and getting a new idea. So you're really bringing this new idea into form, right? It's like you're not looking at things, you're changing the way you're seeing things is what I'm getting, which is beautiful. So for some of you, like, that's what the block was. For some reason, it's like maybe you knew that certain people and situations were holding you back. Hold on, let me make sure. So maybe in the past, like you were letting certain people like block you because you were like, you knew that they were taking advantage of you, using you or blocking you or whatever, but you were letting that get you down as like, wow, you know, it's like, say you had like a bunch of money set up or saved or invested for something, and somebody came along and got you to spend that money or invest it elsewhere, and you're like, gosh, I'm supposed to build my business with that or whatever, I'm supposed to do something, and now I'm really set back, or now I gave up everything. Like, how am I supposed to start this, you know, because I let this person get the best of me and get, you know, time and energy and my finances, and now I don't have all of that to start this. And so maybe you're letting that get to you, or maybe you did in the past, but now it's like you're learning, you know what, I'm gonna do it a different way. Maybe it wasn't supposed to, you know, it's my passion that's gonna create this. It's not the money. Like, yes, I had a vision of a certain way and certain things and money, but now, you know, I'm not gonna let them get my passion, right? So instead, I'm gonna learn how to alchemize all of this, and I'm gonna build this freaking business in a different way, and I'm going to do it strictly off of passion. That's why it's like the most beautiful things is, it's like some people have invested like a lot of money say into like their YouTube channels and getting the high-tech cameras and all of that, but it's so cute when the ones that just do everything off of a phone are the ones that are taking off with it. It's just, you know, just like those stories where these amazing companies started in like garages and things like that, and it's like you don't need to get the big, you know, office and the most expensive camera and the things like that to get started. And see, people get envious of that. They're like, they don't understand why it happens. There's so many people, they think, oh, well, they were blessed, or maybe they had more people on their side, or people not holding them back. But no, if anything, they probably had more, because you know what I mean? Those are the more people that are putting you down when they're like, what? You're going to create a whole business, a whole channel platform off of a phone? What? You're going to start up this business and, you know, a small ass, a shad garage? Like, what? Like, that ain't going to do. But those are the people that I think, if anything, they learn how to alchemize quicker, because they were like, you know what? They completely were able to put their ego aside, and they were able to create, and they took all of that. So if anything, when you have people coming at you more and really trying to stop you and block you and Eight of Swords you, yep, that damn devil, yep, and doing that with the Seven of Swords is because you're onto something really, really big, really big, that is going to be like amazing. So the more people that you have coming at you, you need to realize that that is actually more energy for you to be able to alchemize, for you to be able to use for your benefit. It's all about what you do with that energy. Are you going to let it get to you, or are you going to learn to flip it? See? So this is somebody that's been finally starting to realize that. And maybe there was a bunch of trauma, or maybe there was a whole bunch of devils, or maybe you never had somebody that was there being supportive for you, telling you that this was a beautiful idea, that, you know, everybody is meant to be unique and gifted and talented here, and, you know, nobody is really crazy. What's crazy is thinking that everybody's supposed to live life the same way, and within this matrix, that's what's crazy. No, we are not meant to. We are all special and unique and gifted, and we are all magicians. Could you imagine if everybody just, you know, if everybody here was magicians? Like, everybody. How you created life for yourself was being this powerful magician, and there was no such thing as ever putting anybody down, or ever having any type, well, the same way, like, then you wouldn't get the power that you do in the polarity. So I get that, but I'm just saying, could you just imagine, and this is what's gonna happen. It already is, really, if you look around. Just everybody using their creative talents, their abilities, and creating magic just everywhere, right? So this is so beautiful, and that's why you're being called to shine at this time. We're really setting the pathways for others. That's why a lot of you, anybody who's guided this, you have a very, very creative talent, ability, skill, something that you're supposed to be creating, that you're supposed to be doing. And this is your confirmation to get going on whatever that is for you, right? So, all right, guys, I'm leaving this reading here. I'm saying love and light to all of you. Bye. Check out more readings. I totally clicked at this. Oh, where is it?